Desert World and Royal World are in Squad Busters. We're going to break down every single thing in Royal World and Desert World right now. There are going to be 2 common, 2 rare, and 2 epic characters inside of Desert World. Shelly is going to be our first character, dealing 200 damage, having 1300 HP, and once it busts 5 foes, it will gain Super Shell. Also, at Classic, it is going to heal a large amount of health after supering with the Super Shell, and then at the Super upgrade for Shelly, she is going to shoot a second barrel with her normal attack. Next up, in Desert World, we have Bo. He's going to do 125 damage, have 700 HP, and is going to deal 125% more damage to monsters. At the Classic upgrade, he is going to deal even more damage to monsters, and then at the Super upgrade, he's occasionally going to drop a mine when stopping. Next up, we have the first rare character inside of Desert World, and that is going to be Nita. She's only going to do 85 damage, have 1200 HP though, and it's going to summon a tough bear that is going to defend the squad. At the Classic upgrade, it is going to resummon her bear if the bear is busted after a short amount of time, and then once you get to the Super upgrade for Nita, the bear is going to be enraged after the squad busts a foe. Next up in Desert World for the rare characters is Bee. She is going to pick up hives and get a circle of bees around her as her ability, which is going to do a ton of damage inside of the match. She's going to have 200 damage, 900 HP, and when you upgrade her to Classic, Hive is going to give 1 extra bee, and then once you upgrade it to Super, bees last for much longer. Next up, we are going to have the Battle Healer, 120 damage, 1800 HP, but it is going to heal your entire army, and this is the beautiful thing about the Battle Healer. It's going to boost the squad health by 600, which is going to be massive, giving all of your other characters 600 HP. At the Classic upgrade, heals the squad after opening up a chest. This is going to be very, very big because as you are moving around after you, let's just say, get a bust, get a free chest, go over to that chest, your units are going to be damaged. It's going to be healed up from the Battle Healer. And then once you upgrade the Battle Healer to Super, it's going to increase the squad health to 600, which is absolutely insane. The last unit inside of Desert World being an epic character is Max. 200 damage, 1100 HP, but he's gonna zoom around the entire map. Activates a speed burst for the entire squad when you are able to pick him up. Also, he is going to have this ability when he goes to the Classic form, which is busting foes extend the speed burst. And then once he is the Super form, speed burst charges fast. Next up, we have the Royal World. There's going to be 6 characters inside of the Royal World, 2 common, 2 rare, 2 epic, and Mavis is our first character. Going to deal 125 damage, 1300 HP. It's going to be able to pick up coins when carrots are harvested. At Classic, it's going to gain bonus coins for fully picking up a carrot patch, and then once you get her to Super, carrots picked will heal the entire squad. Next up, we have the Trader. The Trader is going to deal 100 damage, have 1600 HP, and is going to give gems based on coins collected. At the Classic form of the Trader, he is going to heal the squad slightly when giving gems. At the Super form for the Trader, the increase of gems given is going to go to 2. So from 1 to 2 every time you collect coins. Next up, we are going to have the Wizard, dealing 120 AoE damage, having 850 HP, and the ability is going to be giving you a random spell. So when you pick up the Wizard in battles, it's going to pick you up a spell, which is going to be huge and crucial. At the Classic form of the Wizard, it's going to let you have 2 spells at once, so you're going to be able to have 2 spell slots, which could absolutely change any tide of battle. And then the Super ability for the wizard is going to be add a chance for monsters to drop a spell, continuing your spell pool that you have, because you now are going to have 2 slots for the spells, and you're going to do a ton of damage with the wizard. Next up is Pam, dealing 170 damage, having 1200 HP. It's going to build a battle station after opening up a chest. So Pam is just going to heal your entire army after opening up a chest, and that is why she is so strong. At classic though, heal station emits a heal surge when destroyed, which is absolutely huge. When the heal station is destroyed, let's just say you're fighting on top of a box, or when you do upgrade her to super, when you do get that heal surge, it's going to heal up your entire army, and that's going to be huge value for you. Next up, you are going to see Pam when she is in her super form. It gives a heal station spell, which is absolutely insane. Being able to heal your entire army with the heal station on command is absolutely insane. Definitely a huge bonus here, especially when you have other characters that are either reviving things or putting other things onto the map. The heal spell from Pam is definitely going to be a huge support for your squad. Next up, we are going to have the Royal King entering our epic units for Royal World, and let me tell you, they are absolutely insane. The play is Royal Recruits when opening up a chest. So just like Pam, when you open up a chest, it is going to give you something. Royal Recruits are going to be spawned here for the Royal King, and that's going to be absolutely insane. At the classic ability for Royal King, it's going to be extra kings in the squad, deploy extra recruits. So the more kings you have, the more recruits you will be able to spawn. And then for the super ability of the Royal King, gives a royal delivery spell containing an elite recruit. This is absolutely huge because you're able to just throw down an elite recruit with this Royal King, and it's definitely going to help you out in battle. 115 damage, 2200 HP. The Royal King is an absolute legendary unit you want, or should I say it's only an epic unit you want inside your squad. Next up, we have one of the most unique characters inside of Squad Busters, and that is going to be Mortis. Going to be an epic character here, 175 damage, 1700 HP, but it's going to revive multiple busted monsters and put them in your squad, which is absolutely insane. At the classic ability, it's going to revive monsters will turn into a bat. So once the revived monsters get eliminated, they're then going to turn into bats. So this is absolutely insane for Mortis, as he's just going to continually spawn things for your entire army. And then once you upgrade Mortis to super, it's going to revive 4 busted monsters, which is absolutely insane. You better believe it. Mortis, if it's not in your deck, if it's not in your squad, you're doing something wrong. There's going to be new modifiers added into Desert World. The first modifier is going to be Epic Overload. Every chest gives a chance at an epic choice. So as you are walking around the entire map, you are going to be having chests that are only going to contain epic choices. So pretty much what this means is you're going to have an entire squad of epic characters, which is definitely going to change how you're going to want to play, because there are some epic characters that are super powerful. There's also some that are not as powerful, but you're also going to get so many of them, so you do want to make sure that you keep that in mind, especially when you're going to be able to fuse them, because you normally, it's very difficult to fuse epic characters in standard games, but however, in Epic Overload, you are going to get a ton of epic characters. Next modifier in Desert World is going to be Whack-a-Mole. The ground is rumbling with mole robots. So pretty much you're going to be able to clear out these robots. They're going to be able to give you rewards. And then at the end of the match, you are going to be going over to a massive, huge mole boss inside of the middle that once destroyed drops so much for everybody. This is a pretty cool modifier because they are going to be going up, going down, and you are going to have to find them, destroy them, get your loot, and then move on. Royal Hunt is our next modifier here. Royal Ghosts are hunting the map, and this is actually really good as they are just moving around, going after your entire squad, eliminations, everything. Royal Ghosts are just going to be plentiful. They're annoying to deal with. You're going to have to deal with them if you are going to want to win. Just kind of spices up gameplay a little bit and just adds that little bit of extra flair to the match. The next modifier in Desert World is Loot Surge. The map is overflowing with loot. Now, every single time you are going to be walking around, there's just going to be pop-ups that happen, and there's going to be loot, massive amounts of loot that comes out. This is like an okay modifier in my personal opinion. I think it kind of is cool when you get a lot of boots, you get a lot of gems or gold, you know, and then you could just kind of just run and get chests and everything like that, but there's also some spells. I think it's a really cool modifier. Do I think that this is one of the best? Not necessarily, but I do think that, you know, it kind of is self-explanatory. Loot shows up, you pick up the loot, and then you carry on. The next modifier is going to be Doppelgangers. Chests are transforming the entire squad, so every single time you pick out a new chest, it is going to transform each and every single character that you have to that single unit. So there's going to be a lot of fusions. There's going to be a lot of single characters in this. Every single time you open up a chest, you're going to be able to gain character, and this is going to be a very fun game mod because at the end of the match, you're going to want to have the strongest unit for your entire squad. So the entire squad's only going to be one unit, so there are a ton of characters that are super useful here, like a Mortis, being able to just transform so many things on the map and just have so many other abilities. There's so many things that could win you this match, and this is going to be one of the hardest game modes in my opinion because you're going to want that last chest to give you the best possible character to win the match. In Royal World, there's also going to be 5 new modifiers as well. The first modifier is going to be Chest Imposters. Fake chests are hiding their loot. So this is kind of cool because sometimes you're going over a chest, you think it's going to be characters, it then turns into a chest that just starts attacking you. It does have some good loot for you, however, it sometimes might not be what you want, and it is kind of annoying. This game modifier is pretty much just an annoyance, however, it is still pretty fun because it does shake things up. At the end, you are going to get a huge chest that you are going to be able to eliminate in the middle that has a ton of loot for you as well. So this is kind of like the mole in the middle, and it's kind of just like those big super units in the middle as well. But as you're roaming around, as you're going around the map, you are going to find some chests that are not going to spawn you characters. They're going to start attacking you. Next up is Golden Boots. Turbo boots that become supercharged. Pretty much these are everywhere. They are going to be all over the map. You are going to be super speed the entire match. This pretty much is, I would say, a good 50% plus of the entire map. You're going to be moving around at super speed. This is one of the fastest game modes. It's definitely going to be very interesting because towards the end of the match, I mean, you're probably going to have so many people alive. You're going to be all trying to get towards the middle to get those gems, and then that's where all the battles are going to happen. So it is going to be kind of crazy towards the end, especially when everybody is moving at the speed of light. Next up, we have Super Gem Mine. An oversized gem mine is bursting with gems. So pretty much here in this game modifier, in the middle of the map, there's going to be a huge super gem mine that is going to spawn so many gems periodically throughout the match. This is going to be an interesting game mode because you need to get to the middle, get the gems, run away, then get back when the gems spawn, then run away. There's just so many gems that are spawning where middle control is super valuable. However, how valuable is it is the question. Do you want to go for the early game, get some gems, and then kind of hide? Or do you want to go for the build your squad up, get a massive squad, and then sit on the gem mine towards the end of the match, and then just win like that? The possibilities are endless here. I do really like this game modifier. The next game modifier is Gift Critters. The map is crawling with gift-wrapped robots. This is kind of an okay modifier. I mean, you just clear out the present boxes, you get the loot, and then you're able to get get your characters from boxes with the gold, and then you get the gems as well. This is just a game modifier. It's going to boost you gaining a squad very, very quickly. It's going to get your squad onto the map very, very fast, and then you're going to be able to fight a lot faster because your squad is going to be a lot bigger because of how much gold and gems you're going to be able to get from these gift boxes. The last modifier, and probably one of the most fun modifiers, is Mega Start. Start with a free mega unit. So right away you're going to start with El Tigre or the Giant Chicken, and you are going to just go around the map with them to start it out. It pretty much just gives you a free mega unit to start, which is kind of crazy because at the end of the matches, when you have megas fighting megas, it is such a good time. Thank you guys so much for watching this Squad Busters video. If you guys are interested in more Squad Busters content, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for my next video.